There's a 53rd Earth called Earth X. Basically, our Earth with one difference. The Nazis won the war.
I hate Nazis.
They have a weapon. A doomsday weapon.
Everyone you care about, everyone you love, they're going to die.
We're gonna have to fight our way through.
You can't fight your way through an army of Nazis alone.
Who needs an army when you got legends?
All right, we're on the move.
Kill them all! She's fast. I'm faster. This isn't your Earth. Go home!
Crisis on Earth X, the two-night crossover event, starts with Supergirl, Monday at 8, 7 Central on the CW.
Hey guys, Ben here, and welcome back to another video on Crisis on Earth X, and today we're going to be breaking down the final trailer for the crossover for Supergirl, The Flash, Arrow, and Legends of Tomorrow. So the Crisis on Earth X event is going to start next week on Monday's Supergirl episode, so normal time at 8, 7 Central, and it looks absolutely amazing like I've said loads of times. But today we're going to be going over the trailer and also a new poster that was released, and I'm going to be specifically focusing on two characters in the poster. So first off, let's break down some of these shots in the trailers. So it's not a super long trailer, but it's one of the last trailers and it gives us some new looks. So we get an establishing shot of Earth X and what the main city looks like. So I'm guessing this is either Star City or Central City, presumably, because they're the main ones, or it could be National City, we don't know. But we can see the actual city is very dark and there's a lot of red, even the skies are a bit red. So the color of red is connotated with the idea of death and blood, and with this Earth being controlled by Nazis, there's no doubt that it's going to be like that, because we know there's concentration camps. It's a very dystopic vision of what the world could look like. So we get a few shots of the inside of one of the bases, and you can see there's some sort of spotlight, so maybe this is for one of the villains, and they're worshipping that person, whoever's going to be in the spotlight. And in another shot, we get an awesome shot with two Wave Riders fighting each other. So I'm not sure what's going on here, but this looks like it's on our Earth, so somehow someone's got another Wave Rider. Maybe it's a Wave Rider from Earth X, we don't know. So we get a nice shot of Cisco actually walking on the Wave Rider, and a shot that I'm probably most interested in the trailer is White Canary actually talking to Alex. As you can see, it's Alex's haircut, Alex's hair shade, and she talks to Alex saying that she can't go in and take out all these Nazis by herself and that she's gonna need help. And I think this is after Supergirl has been kidnapped, because we know Kara and Alex are the best of friends and the best of sisters, so she's definitely going to go full apeshit, and White Canary is going to help her out with that, because we know Supergirl will get captured in the crossover. So that's my theory as to what's going to happen. I think that's very likely. And in another shot, we get the Earth X soldiers gearing up for a battle, and that's going to be epic. So we get another shot of Citizen Steel actually punching the soldiers, and one of the last shots in the trailers, which is really interesting, is Supergirl actually falling through the cloud. That's why it's so misty, and this is prior to the bit we saw in the other trailer with Citizen Steel actually holding her. So this is when she actually crash lands on Earth, so she's been in a fight. And the final interesting shot, apart from the reverse flash stuff, I talked about that in my last video. The link for that video will be in the description below. We get a nice shot of Barry sliding across the ground with his lightning streaking out of him, and that's just a classic Flash shot. Moving on to the final Crisis on Earth X poster, we're actually going to be breaking down to do with the two characters that are on the screen right now. So this is really interesting. So a lot of people don't know, but this metallic robot is actually Metallo in the comics, and this is a comic book accurate version of James Corbin, and we know James Corbin is actually dead on Supergirl. He actually got blown up. His internal kryptonite core actually blew up last season on Supergirl, and he was in quite a few episodes, so he was pretty good. But I'm very excited to see this version because it's a comic book accurate version. It seems like Earth X has its own Metallo, so I'm very excited, and this does give me flashbacks to Justice League Unlimited, because he was awesome and he actually fought against Supergirl on there. So check that out if you want to see what maybe this is going to be like in the crossover. So he's obviously got kryptonite, so he's most likely going to be going against Supergirl. Another person in the background we can see is Red Tornado. So no guys, he is not the Red Tornado we saw on Supergirl season 1, the one with the shit suit. Okay, so it's a totally different version. So the version that we're seeing in the poster is actually the version that we saw in the Freedom Fighters, the Ray animated series trailer, and there will be a picture on the screen of him right now, and we can see in that trailer he actually got taken out and his systems went down, they went offline, because he's on the villain side, and it seems like the Earth X villains have actually hacked into him and they're going to be using him for their own good, and hopefully by the end of the crossover Red Tornado turns back and joins the Freedom Fighters again. That will be awesome. So I doubt we'll see the Freedom Fighters, but he is a member of the Freedom Fighters, we know that, but I think he's going to be twisted and they're actually going to change him and replace his hearts with something more dire and something more evil. So that is it for this video, guys. It's been a bit shorter, but the trailer did reveal some new cool stuff, and also the poster looks absolutely epic. I can't wait for the crossover. It's coming this Monday and it's going to be for 2 nights. So remember, guys, I will have a Supergirl review and an Arrow review on the Tuesday, like when I normally do my Supergirl videos, and then also I will have my Flash and Legends of Tomorrow review the next day on the Wednesday. So the trailer breakdowns for the next week's episodes will actually be probably delayed just due to the fact that I'm having to review all these shows. So anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like and a comment and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.
Us strong, it doesn't make us weak. Tongue tied to service like shy preteens. I could only breathe.